you rather be Lord Mayor or Lord Vader?
Can I be both? I quite like the grip on the neck though. If I can't have a taser, which would be very useful, if I could have the neck grip that Vader has, that might be useful too. People don't think I'm serious about this, but a Lord Mayoral taser could be an innovation. It could certainly speed decision making, and it could, punish the unworthy.
Danny or Kylie Minogue?
Look, I would have said Kylie in a street. We love Kylie, but this is a funny sort of praise for Danny. Recently I've got to know Chris Smith, who's Danny's boyfriend, and he is one of the genuinely good blokes that I have come across. So I'm leaning towards Danny, but I think Kylie's just ahead by a nose.
Do you know what LOL stands for?
Well, I do, but it comes about in a really tragic way. When one of my daughters sent it to me, I thought, isn't that nice? Lots of love.
Oh.
And then I got enlightened about what it means, and I'm sorry, yes, I do know what it means. It's laugh out loud, is it not?
It is. What about BFF?
I don't know what BFFS is. Is it something to do with best friend? Best friend forever?
Do you know what an emo is?
Yeah, I do. And they're much misunderstood. They're a particular life form that seems to have its genesis like some kind of fungus on the steps of the Flinders Street station. And I understand that they are, emotionally deep and very profound. Really, when you think about it, they're just punks without the pocket money. Popeye is actually my family nickname. Popeye Doyle is, of course, the famous character. He was the Gene Hackman character in The French Connection. I'd love to think in 4 years' time, we'd be able to say, no one needs to sleep rough on the streets of Melbourne, that we have provided places for all of those who sleep on our streets. I'd love to see Swanston Street rejuvenated. We'll finish up with no cars at all in Swanston Street. It will be for pedestrians, cyclists and our trams. I think there are some that are just loud and irritating and talent-free zones. And I have to say, why should our visitors on our streets be subjected to that? Stand by for some announcements on busking.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. You may have heard it here first. I think it's something that adds to our city, but only when it really is a value add. If you go down to Fed Square, they actually audition their buskers. And why not? And by the way, my great-great-grandfather was also mayor here. They weren't Lord Mayors in those days, they were mayors. Okay. But he was mayor in 1861 and 1862. And I'm delighted to tell you the first thing he did as mayor, he voted himself an allowance of £1,000 a year. Well, it equates to about $700,000 a year in today's money. So I don't think I could quite get away with that. Yo, Melbourne.